Hello, YouTube. I'm going to do a short little series that I hope to expand. We'll see what kind of cooperation I get. I'm going to try to invite other people. I thought I'd start with my story. So this is a comic work story. We'll call it Origins. I'm going to do this in several parts to keep it short and simple. Try not to bore you too much. My name's Michael. I'm a business professional, a husband. Call myself a hobby farmer. You'll probably see why down the road. I'm a superhero fanboy, and now I'm a writer and hopefully a YouTube personality if you'll have me. So let's start with there. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to try to make this personable. First of all, as a newer YouTuber, it does take a while to get used to the mic. So trying to beef up my skills. Certainly I'll take any feedback I can get, but I'm going to try to make this interesting. So where does my story begin? Well, let's start with my credentials. I named a few of them already, but I've been a comic book fan for over 30 years, 30 plus years. I'm not going to tell you how much because I don't want to date myself too much, but it'll eventually come out. Let's see. I've always been a big movie, TV, and into books. Worked at a comic book shop for a few years, and I'm the creator of Comic Works Online. It was a online business, much like Comixology, except better, in my opinion. We just got scooped to market by Comixology, and so we had to scrap the project because certainly we couldn't compete with that deep pockets. So I always figured that Comic Works would be my way into the industry, an industry I loved, and a world that I loved. Personally, I'm not an English major. Over the years, I had people tell me when I mentioned that I'd like to write someday, people would say, your grammar's not good enough, you're not good enough, why would you want to do that? But the idea never left me. I always wanted to write something. I'm not much of an artist, nor do I try to be. But I think I do have a rich plethora of stories. I've invested so much in my life to movies, TV, and mythology, and books, and fiction, and nonfiction, and everything in between that I think that I have a lot of stories within me. A lot of reference material, anyway. So, as I stated, the desire never left me. Started wanting to do a business book for young professionals. Then, while I was working on Comic Works Online, I had a story developing in my head involving mythological avatars and the journey of a young hero. And I held on to that for quite a while. Now, that was double digits ago. We'll just say 10 years ago, because it's about that. Maybe less, maybe 8. So how did I get here? And why did I decide to write now? Because what I want to do is, there's other people out there that want to write someday, and I'd like to kind of tell them through this that there's nothing to fear in my journey. I don't know if it's right or wrong. I don't even know if I'm doing the right thing. But I can explain to you what I've learned along my process. There's a lot of people that tell you how to write, what to write, story, hero's journey, all that kind of stuff. What I want to do is I want to tell you how to grab a hold of that drive inside you and actually not to fear and actually write something. So I figured we'd start here. This is quick and dirty. The next bit of the story is going to be on comic books and how I got started and left comic books, and why I left comic books, and also why I'm Comicsgate. Now, don't let that turn you off if you are anti-Comicsgater. I don't think there's anything to fear from a consumer-led movement that just wants good quality comics and doesn't want to be beat over the head by ideology. So when I say I'm Comicsgate, I'm Comicsgate. I'm sorry, I'm not going to make any apologies for it. I just believe that, we should always be trying to serve our audience, and that we need to find new ways to sell the product. I believe that there is a market for comics. We just need to reach out and find it. And I believe Comicsgate has gone a long way to finding it. So let's go ahead and start there. Let's stop there, actually. And part 2 will be coming up hopefully in a couple of days. So listen to this, give me some feedback, like and subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Recommend. We will talk to you next time.